Hello, welcome to another episode of I have a Lego problem, but I'm trying to justify it. Today's episode is focusing on I need more storage space for modulars. So, what is my plan, you may ask? As you know, I already have a little unit coming that is going to extend my shelves by half a base plate, so I can fit this one, for example, on properly rather than it just being really precariously balanced. This will be supported soon. However, hear me out. This space here, woefully unutilised. Such a terrible sight to be seen. So now you will wonder, what are you going to do, Johanna? I have plans. So the plan is, this is a lovely display. I'm going to move some of the boxes and everything on storage here away. I'm just going to use a bottom two for storage. This one will become that storage. This one will become that storage. And then Hogsmeade is going to move down to here because I'm going to take that shelf divider out. And that way I will have a whole new unit for the city. I know, I am a genius. I will take compliments later. Yes, it does mean that the Hogwarts station won't be in Hogsmeade any longer, but just because of the way it's set up, that doesn't really matter because you can't see it anyway. So I think it's going to really look very nice here. I don't think it's going to make any difference to the display. In a way, actually, it's probably going to be easier to take photos because you won't have like that backlight coming through. So it's going to sit there. These ones will still look really nice, like next to each other here. And like this space will be better utilised because I'm going to fit more stuff in a smaller area. And I will have a whole new Calyx unit, which means once I have the extra shelf, 2 more modulars. It is the weekend! Again, a very exciting parcel has arrived that is that's going to help me do the thing that I planned and laid out in my previous video, or maybe before this clip, depending on what I decide to do during editing. So let me show you. The parcel is here. So one of my members, ODJ, very kindly custom made me this little cabinet. It's going to sit just in front of my Calyx unit. It's going to have to attach to the Calyx unit, and it's going to extend all the shelves by 13 centimeters, so I can add a whole new modular. So this is probably going to move, but a whole new modular can sit here because it will be able to fit another 32 by 32 base plate instead of just a 16 by 32. So that's super exciting. So let's open this up. Look at this. This is like a whole do-it-yourself kit, including tools and like all the elements. I'm so impressed. This is amazing. There's even like a little thing to make sure that it's all straight, and I'm like drilling it at the right angles. This is really impressive. Thank you so much, ODJ. This is really, really exciting. Hopefully I won't let you down by like building it terribly or something. I wouldn't put that past me, to be honest, but wow. I'm also halfway for building this one. Look at it. The detective's office indeed. As you can see, not with the ones outside, but inside, oh, you can't see anymore because I put the roof on. Hold up. As you can see, I've replaced the faces of the minifigures with like detailed faces because I prefer those over the sort of like standard minifigure ones. Come on, focus. There we go. He's sweating. He's doing his best. And here we go, we've got the barber, who actually has the face of the new accountant in the boutique hotel. And then here is the police lady. I really thought this face was like perfect. I don't think you can see properly. I really thought her face was perfect, so I'm very happy for that one. It has been finished. Let's place it. So this is the situation now. Ta ta ta. I'm actually pretty chuffed with it. You can probably see that it's slightly at an angle here, like it doesn't quite align. I could attach it. So basically there is an option where I actually attach it to the Calyx unit, but for now I've decided against it because that would mean I'd have to actually make holes in the Calyx unit, which would make it sort of like permanently marked at one place, which would mean that if I ever were to move, which is likely, stuff like it will be limited in use basically. I may decide to change my opinion on that later, but for now this is what I'm going to do, and this is what it looks like here. So excited! just finished the middle floor of the detective's office. I really love how much masonry there is on this part of the build. I think it looks really nice. I just noticed I need to press it on a bit further. And actually I really like the detail in this office here, like the table, the wanted poster, the sort of like thing that moves at the back there with the secret envelope behind it. The like fan is an awesome build. Yeah, really like the detail here. I do feel like this is a little bit like unfinished. I feel like something should be on there, like, I don't know, a bottle of something, or at least have that sort of stud there finished. Maybe that's my silliness for not finishing. Maybe I missed an instruction, but that feels pretty unfinished to me. But in general, this office is really lovely. I, again, also feel like maybe we could have put something on top of that cabinet to finish that off. Again, feels a little bit unfinished, but just bear in mind, this is a pretty old modular. I think that same goes for this place here. Like, again, it feels unfinished. That plant is really cute. Stairs, so that continues. Tiny little toilet there. I think that's a really cute, fun build. It is a bit empty, but overall not bad. So yeah, interesting build so far. I've started sort of rearranging the city a little bit and sort of having a look at what looks nice, what doesn't look nice, what I want to achieve, that kind of stuff. For fun, I put the new detective's office here just for now, because I was kind of curious what it would look like, and I quite like the back of it, surprisingly. I think there is enough details on the back that it kind of still has a really nice look to it. So I was kind of curious what it would look like here, and I actually quite like it. It's like I like it from the front as well. I think it looks like pretty good. However, I am changing this area because this is too deep now, considering that I wanted to place another full modular here. So this is only 16 by 32, so I'm gonna have to create more space in front of here, which means the front of that area is changing, but we'll have to see. That's going to be a mocking process eventually. Also, I've temporarily placed the pet shop, which was like sitting here there, and I think it has a really nice connection to the European Jazz Cafe, which is the mock, because a lot of buildings sit too far back. I think it looks pretty natural next to there. I think the colours match each other really well. It's kind of like, oh, I just noticed that's off. There we go. I think it's kind of like a natural progression, and it makes this shopping street look quite nice. I think I would change this little light bulb here, so you can have that sort of like view down the street. But yeah, like that's definitely a place for that to possibly go. And then I moved my mock of the Lego store just in front of here, just for now. Again, all of that I think will change. This is like super temporary. I'm just having a bit of a play. Like the bottom floor, we've got Hogsmeade, sorry. That's kind of come forward a little bit so you can see it's somewhat better. Because there's now a bit more space, I think I can like add a bit more detail around it and possibly more buildings, and maybe I can sort of have it flow into Hogwarts. I don't know yet. This is kind of a display I've had here for possibly the longest of all of the things you can see. It's my super nostalgic 2004 Hogwarts, and this is the bottom at the minute with my brick heads and my mock. As you can see, like I've pulled this thing out a little bit. This is the proper IKEA one. I thought it would kind of lend stability to this new extension, as well as kind of make sure you can actually see the brick heads. And then there's more storage unit here. Obviously I can dump here whatever I want. There's so much stuff I could possibly fit in here. I have some ideas of what I'm going to put there, but this is kind of like just temporary for now. So yeah, that is kind of what I'm looking at right now. So much room. I am contemplating and actually quite actively looking for a second Hogwarts so I can build the university old build. I think it's going to be sort of like a building that I would build temporarily to have sit here, and then as more official modulars come out, I'd possibly replace it eventually with official ones and just sell it on. I don't know, but for now, also yes, the tool's still there. For now, I think I'd really love to have that sit there. I think because the train is there, it would become that sort of like really cool integration. It's such a nice coloured building as well, and it's like a base plate and a half, so it would sit quite nicely with like a townhouse. Like the townhouse could sit here, for example. There we go. It could sit there, and then the university could be in front of it, and I think that would be quite cool. So that is all the options we have for now. There's so much going on in the city. It's so very exciting. I'm really excited to share all of it with you. It's obviously a huge work in progress, and most of these things will cost quite a lot. The other thing I also really need to consider is where do I want to place the new modular, because that is coming home with me. So where's that going to go? I also have a lot of more light kits to install, so I think I may try to install a few more this weekend depending on what I'm up to. I have quite a few videos to film tomorrow, so I will check back in as time allows. just from a side note, and ignore the roof build that there is, I actually think that the townhouse sitting there looks quite nice when you kind of look through, because the train is sort of like Harry Potter Englishy, and it's obviously like an English inspired Edwardian townhouse. I feel like it sits quite well there, so you know, quite happy with that actually. That is a surprise. So yeah, I may actually keep it there. I could even like make a little bridge across or something so it can lean across and put, you know, make a little bridge there that, you know, to pretend that the train goes like in between this building bridge and like there's actually flats above it. My brain is going wild. So Ben and I went to Bristol this evening and it was really nice, and I thought I'd share some clips of it with you because it was such a nice evening. So it was our 5-year anniversary, so we ended up going to a anime string quartet concert, and we had some dinner at Itsu, and I also convinced Ben to go to the Lego stores. That moment you convinced Ben to go to the Lego store. Yes! So shinies! You interested in a small grey puppy?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wouldn't mind that. Right, I think that's where I'll leave this vlog this time. I hope you enjoyed this city update. Stay tuned because in the next vlog I am going to do a complete city redesign, and I am daunted, I am excited. I know it's going to be like about 300 times more work than I think it's going to be right now, because that's literally what happens every single time I do these things. But that is coming up next, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. I'll see you all later. Bye guys! Howdo!